Coach Deacon Dave Lawrence. At this time, Dave Lawrence Jr. and Coach Lawrence's wife, Janet, will be joining us. Unfortunately, Coach Deacon Dave did pass away, and he's not with us physically here tonight, but spiritually I know he is. Coach at Ypsilanti, Father Gabriel Richard, Brighton, Madawan, Dexter, Eastern Michigan, Concordia University, and Kalamazoo College. With 31 years of coaching with 165-127 record, unfortunately, again, Coach passed away July 5th of 2020. I'm going to say this, shortly after Coach was selected into the Hall of Fame, I had the great honor of talking to you on the phone. I don't know if you remember this or not, but I was so impressed with the strength that you showed on the phone when we talked, and I will never forget that conversation. I want you to know that. Coach Lawrence comments on why he coached. First and foremost, coaching was a ministry, sharing the gospel of Jesus Christ through athletics. Coaching allowed me to make a positive impact on young people, to be able to build their lives, provide structure, and help to mature the next generation of young men. Ladies and gentlemen, the newest member of the Hall of Fame, Coach Deacon Dave Lawrence.
It's an absolute honor and privilege to accept the award for my dad. He was my head football coach in high school, and he set me off on a great path. And myself and all my siblings, we wouldn't be where we're at without him. And he affected so many lives. But it's an absolute honor and privilege. And it's funny coming back here right now. I was, from the time I was about 5 years old to probably about 12, 13, I was on my dad's hip all the time and going to coaching events. And this is such a throwback for me. It's a lot of guys talking about a lot of things and a lot of nothing. And so it's just awesome. Everybody here really reminds me of my dad. It's the gift of gab. And just walking through and hearing the stories is absolutely wonderful, and it's really, really cool. So my dad passed away about 2 years ago, almost to the day. And after he passed away, we were looking through his notebook, because he had he was very scripted. He had a planner and he had goals. And we looked at his goals for the year, and there was 2 goals that he hadn't crossed off yet in his life. And the first goal on that list was number 1 was to get to heaven. So we crossed that off for him. And the second goal was he wanted to be inducted into the Michigan High School Football Coaches Association Hall of Fame. So we get to check that off for him today. So it's really cool, and it's very, very grateful for that. And there's 2 reasons why he really wanted to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. And really, it's about the men in this room. A lot of you guys were his best friends, and it was a brotherhood for him, and it was a belonging, and it was, he really wanted to be part of this group. And the reason is he looked up, a lot of you guys were his mentors, some of his best friends, and he absolutely loved the men in this room and all the coaches here, and he did a lot for him in his life. This is like a really big honor for him, and I know he's smiling right now. And the second biggest thing that he just loved about coaching was fatherhood. Football is a game about teaching young men how to win and how to build confidence. And that is so lacking today. And we really need all these men in here in this room. One of your missions is to really build confidence in young men and teach them how to mature and to grow up and to win in life. And that's really, really important. And I'd just like to introduce my family. My brother Peter, my sister Mary and Rachel, all here, and Cecilia. And my mother Janet. And in business, you have a CEO and a COO, all right? And if if you really know business, the CEO doesn't do much. They're like kind of the face of the company. The COO, the operations person, does like all the legwork. So my dad was the CEO, and my mom was the COO, and he'd be writing, the game plan. She'd be typing up and getting the game plan ready for the next week, and he'd be studying the film, and she'd be putting on paper, and so she was just as big part of his success as he was. So very grateful. Our family, lots of love, and God bless. Thank you so much for this award.